today we're recognising employers like Telstra, like Wentworthville Leagues Club behind us, who are prepared to enter into that partnership with their volunteers within their organisation, give them time to actually be able to go out and do their job defending parts of the state in times of need. We talk about partnership between government, about emergency services, about families, but of course it's very much today a partnership that involves business, ensuring that their volunteers who are employees in these organisations know that when people put their hand up for support, that they can turn to the employer and say, please, are you prepared to back me?
We're calling on all our volunteers to nominate their employer for recognition. That will occur in two principal phases: at the local level through things like thank you and acknowledgement certificates, letters, but also engagement and involvement in local brigade and district activities, but also special recognition for at least a dozen employers each year to be widely recognised across the organisation as examples of the extraordinary support that is afforded to our volunteers.
In December 2011, David Thodey launched our volunteer program in Telstra, and since that time we have contributed over 4,000 days of volunteering in Australia, and in New South Wales alone Telstra has contributed over 500 days of volunteering.
The Wenny Leagues Club directors initiated a new policy called the Emergency Service Leave Policy that allows up to 5 days paid leave that can be taken by any employee of Wenty Leagues who works for a volunteer disaster relief organisation.
I'm currently self-employed, so I'm fairly flexible, and I've got employees. If they want to take time off, if they're in emergency services, I'll allow them to take time off virtually unlimited.
Yeah, well, my employer is very, very supportive, Telstra. They always have been, and yeah, I get a allotted amount of volunteer leave every year. Some years you hardly use any, some other years you use a lot of volunteer leave.
Yeah, I called them on the Saturday, deployed on the Monday, and basically spoke to the CEO and said, this is what's happening, I need to go off and fight a big fire, and they were fully supportive, didn't bat an eyelid, and basically said, yeah, for sure, go and do it, we'll support you. Whilst I was away, the board of directors met and actually implemented an emergency services leave policy. So now any emergency service volunteer that works for us are able to take a week's paid leave in addition to their annual leave. So it's a great opportunity to promote volunteerism and obviously support those who volunteer.